Good afternoon. So I'm really so tired. I'll be spending probably the weekend just right here on the bed. I mean, in my bed. I'm so tired, like really, so tired. Like I haven't slept. I mean, I've slept. Pretty well. I mean, actually tonight, but like pretty well, and a long time. I mean, it was a long sleep and pretty good sleep, but um. I'm like carrying a debt of sleep with me. That I'm still so tired. Like even though I have slept relatively extremely well, but I was so sleep deprived, and I'm still is. So I need to rest. I'm not Superman. Some people don't like. Some people when they finally understand and internalize that I'm not Homo sapiens and not the Titan. So they think, okay, so he can do anything. We can expect to him to do anything. Of course, not only give him nothing in return, but also, we can expect everything is possible. And this is both morally wrong and physically wrong. Naturally wrong. Morally wrong because why do you think you can only take from me and never give anything in return? It's also naturally wrong. I cannot, I need to sleep, I need to eat. There are limits to my power. Generally, I would say, I don't know how to call it. Maybe thermodynamics, the way that I use energy, and require energy. Paradoxically, it's much more comparable to that of Homo sapiens and Titans. Just because I have so much of the T in my body, it's a little bit paradoxical because and some people are having trouble to understand it but I am like a human and like an Earth human in what I require in order to survive, which means that I eat regular food and I sleep. I need to sleep regularly. In a way that is very much suited to how things are common in Earth. Of course, it was done so because I was sent as a messenger to Earth. Most probably, if I was sent as a messenger to Venus or to Alpha Centauri C, or any other planet that that you can hypothesize about. So my body would have been created in a way to match how it is commonly done in those planets. And the fact that I have so much of the T in my body and I produce it naturally without the need of anything from the outside, it's only it only reinforces the nature that is suited to this planet and the things how things are normally happening in this planet, which means no dependence at all on the T. And this is something that people don't understand. They think the fact that he has so much T in his body probably means that he requires always to get more T from other people, or I don't know what, or to have sex with other people, or to murder other people, or all sorts of ridiculous ideas. I don't know why so many people are having this mistake, but the reality is very simple. Because the T is created naturally, I do not require anything that's related to the T in order to survive. What I require is just like normal human beings in Earth, not to torture too much by electricity or pain or lack of sleep or anything else. Anyway, right now the room is a mess because Shlomi, a person from this hostel, just walked into the room and while I wasn't here and just messed everything. So and I'm so weak that I can't even clean the floor. It's everything, you see, this is like, looks like shit on the floor. It's not really shit, it's a mixture that you remember, but it smells pretty close to shit. So everywhere is a mess. Everywhere is a mess, and I cannot even clean it. I mean, I use all my powers, like, I mean, just, I mean, to take a shower and prepare some food for myself, but I cannot even, like, my feet are crying, like, I mean, you know, I just need to rest, like, at least 24 hours of rest before I can, you know, maybe even clean the room. And it smells like shit, but I tried to clean it, and I don't even have, like, I mean, I just want to rest. Anyway, what I can do is to speak and to record videos, and I should do it today, later. I mean, pretty soon and later. I have several things that I want to speak about. There are several things that I've already spoken about, and I don't know if people listen. I guess some did, but I should also be in YouTube, so I will repeat myself. Above all, there is, of course, I mean, revelation from yesterday, like the actual, I mean, watching of the big, what I call the big starships. You know, I mean, I've spoken about it so much for so long, like, that there are two kinds, the small fleet and, like, the fleet, it's not a small fleet, it's actually the bigger fleet, like, by numbers, but I mean, the small ships that are, I mean, that are most of the fleet, and the big ships that arrive later, and that are, they are less than those, but still several thousands will actually arrive on Earth, and, like, and I've said it so many times that, I mean, a single small ship is far more than enough in order to wipe out all the military forces of this Earth without much fuss. Just to say, when we say small, we mean huge, and the bigs are, I mean, I describe it like something from Call of Cthulhu, or like something from the gods, like, realm, but I mean, I wasn't ready to actually watch a big one, and that's what happened yesterday. More than one, actually, 2 or 3, and this is, like, I mean, you're not prepared for that, like, really. You're not prepared for that, even though it's recorded in YouTube, it's in this channel, like, I mean, probably I couldn't catch, like, a much better, like, video than that, because even though, just because, I mean, the camera cannot catch it, because it's like a sun, you can, I mean, it's not easy to even to watch it, like, with the eyes, centrally with the camera, the cameras cannot, like, get, what the camera do get is, that the surrounding, I mean, is light, I mean, it's like a day, like you know, like a sunny day. I mean, after I mean, just moments after it was, like, a gloomy, dark and wet evening in the winter. It becomes like a noon in the summer. I mean, they are just like suns, like the big starships. They are suns. This is amazing. And I've spoken about it so much before. I mean, like it's a prophecy, but when you actually watch the thing, I mean, it's beyond anything that I mean, it's like you don't see these things in science fiction. Like, I mean, such things do not appear in science fiction. They are like gods. Like, they are like gods. Like, I mean, it's another sun that, I mean, it's a modern one. Like, I mean, and it moves pretty quickly. I mean, I guess in tremendous speeds, because it's far away. So, and you actually watch it move, like, and if there are clouds, and it was actually pretty cloudy, so I mean, it of course it's very quickly. I mean, the clouds are clearing. I don't know about the physical process, but the clouds are clearing, but I mean, at the beginning, when there are still clouds, I mean, you actually watch a pretty good approximation of the Akhenaton inscriptions. Yeah, it doesn't look that different, actually. Like, you see the rays, like, through the clouds. And I don't know, I guess that I should think about it some more. I don't know. I guess the radiation was levels were crazy. I mean, I don't have any way to measure it, like, or to even give any approximation. I don't have like a Geiger device implanted on me. I mean, but my kind of my assumption is that the radiation levels were unbearable to humans. Although of course it should be remembered that the basis was a very cold and like wet and stormy evening. Even though it's still Israel, so I mean, when I say cold, I mean like in Israeli standard. Like I mean, I'm like calibrated to Israeli perception. So when I say cold and hot, I mean like from Israeli point of view. I mean cold like winter cold like by European standards, and certainly Northern European standards, is something that I can mean like in my standard it's like hell, like anti-hell, hell, like something like unlivable like surroundings. Like I'm not used to the cold at all because just the place. So it wasn't like a cold like in European standard. Like when I say cold, I mean I don't know, like summer in Russia. But I mean, from my point of view, it was very cold and wet day, and and suddenly it was like summer and it was so fun. But if it would have been like a normal sunny day in Israel, which is most days throughout the years in Israel, and then one of those or two or three or five of those would have been appeared. I mean, the implication was very simple: hell on earth. Like I mean. Like I don't know I cannot like estimate the radiation effects, but temperature would have been easily become like 70 Celsius. Like I mean, everything would have been cooked. Like literally cooked. Like the entire piece of land like was just cooking. I mean, and again, this is without even taking into account radiation that I cannot estimate. But probably this is the first thing that would have killed all humans. Like probably all humans, no humans would have actually would have been cooked because they were all dead by the radiation before that, luckily for them. But I mean, the things that can stand radiation, like cockroaches, they would have been cooked. Anyway, I'll speak about it some more because there is still much to say. And actually, things that happened yesterday encouraged me even more to do the difficult thing and speak more about the Egyptian connection. Also, I mean, about Akhenaton, to complete the second part. And also, but in a more general sense, the Akhenaton connection. I mean, I'll give you I give you a very, very short answer, which means like one word to a question that is actually, from my point of view, not of supreme interest. But I understand that it might be like of interest, from popular point of view. But I think that it's actually not. I really don't think that it's very important, like per se, like in itself. Like it might be interesting only if, you give it more flesh. You give it like more context. But in itself, I don't think that it's incredibly important question. But I will. But since it's all, it's very popular, and I don't want to keep people like in in suspension. So I'll just ask a very simple question, and I'll give you a very simple answer. So the question is the following: is the Torah, especially specifically the book of Exodus, an historical depiction of events that took place during the time of the pharaoh that we know of from Egyptian archaeology as Akhenaton. And the answer is yes. Now, actually, other things that happened yesterday prompted me even more to speak about the Egyptian connection. And these things actually, I will surprise you, because I've never spoken about it until now, is cat experiences, like real cats, not what you called cats, like actual experience that I had with actual cats in the archaeological excavation park. So we'll speak about it as well. And maybe I will also I didn't upload, the story of the fish, like the Little Mermaid story. I don't know if anyone listened to it. I think it's actually quite interesting, both from actual, concrete reasons and also metaphorical reasons, like the two mermaids, the story of the two mermaids. So, it might be worth to re-record it, because I don't have it in recording, so re-record it and upload it. So I might do it as well today.